Wow, the horns, the strings, the drums. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Julia. I'm a contemporary singing specialist based in Australia, and today I am checking out Queensryche, Silent Lucidity, because Geoff Tate's voice just absolutely blew my mind last time, and you were adamant that I had to react to this one next. So here we are, and let's just get straight into it.
Hush now, don't you cry. Wipe away the teardrop from your eye. You're lying safe in bed. It was all a bad dream spinning in your head.
Okay, Queensryche, Silent Lucidity. This does not sound anything like Take Hold of the Flame. This is the right song, yes? Same group? Okay, you know what? Let's just restart, because even the vocals in the beginning, so much lower than what I was expecting. I mean, Geoff's voice was pretty darn high 80% of the time in the last song. This is all low and warm and expressive, and he's leaning into some of those vocal qualities that sound more mature. There's a little bit of fry sneaking in at times. It's very warm and deep and rich. This is the right one, yes? Oh, I hope so. I'm putting it up as Queensryche, so it says Queensryche, so I'm just gonna, we're gonna restart this and just take hold of the flame. We'll just have to go over there, sit away while I experience something brand new. All right, let's do this. Restarting again now.
Hush now, don't you cry. Wipe away the teardrop from your eye. You're lying safe in bed. It was all a bad dream spinning in your head. Your mind tricked you to feel the pain of someone close to you leaving the game of life. So here it is, another chance. Wide awake, you face the day. Your dream is over, or has it just begun?
Okay, despite it being very different to what I was expecting, having listened to Take Hold of the Flame, what a gorgeous composition. Even the arpeggio on that guitar sounds so dreamlike, the chords that they've chosen, and there's almost a suspended feeling when he brings in, it sounds a little bit more syncopated in the arpeggio at times, and the way that they're moving through it, just I feel like I'm not finished with it. It's very serene, very dreamlike to me, and then Geoff's voice, again, just warm, rich, delicious, very comforting. It's so comforting to hear this warm, rich sound coming through. And then the layers, oh, when that first drop in, it's like, oh, sense of unease in our beautiful, serene musical texture. Where was it?
It was all a bad dream spinning in your head.
You have the intro of what sound like strings, these slightly darker, almost not necessarily dangerous, but darker strings that are coming in underneath. And then you have the echoes happening around you. It gets unease in amongst this bed of serenity. Right after he says the lyrics, I think it was Bad Dream spinning in your head.
In your head. It was all a bad dream spinning in your head.
like we're spinning around. Oh, this is gorgeous. So we're going to keep going and listen to the rest of this. Or has it just begun? I love this sense of something being unfinished, like we're just starting our adventure. I'm here for the ride, Queensryche. Let's do this.
Or has it just begun? There's a place I like to hide, a doorway that I run through in the night. Relax, child, you were there, but only didn't realize when you were scared. It's a place where you trace the years and ride the winds of your mind, commanding in another world. Suddenly you hear and see this magic new dimension. With you watching over you, gonna help you see it through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity.
I can't get the dumb smile off my face. This is making me so happy. All of the composition choices. Yes, I'm listening to Geoff, which, by the way, range has already been demonstrated in spades. From the very first note, I'm pretty certain he did an octave hop from like way down low from first note to second note. And then now he's up the top end. I'm hearing those tones that he really brought to the fore in Take Hold of the Flame. So yes, we're hearing those connections to the sounds we heard before. But I think it's because he started so low in this one that at first it was like, am I on the right song? But yeah, wow, the horns, the strings, the drums. I want to listen to that drum again because I feel like it built me up. It felt like we should be dropping into it. And then it's almost like they're teasing you. They're like edging you through the song. First case in point.
This magic new dimension. With you watching over you, I'm gonna help you see it through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next.
Sorry, Geoff. Those drums, though. Am I right? Did we hear it? The build into that next build with the R's, which the R's are perfect. I love that almost call and response way that they've set up this song. It's just making me so happy. I gotta listen to the rest of it, but we heard the drums, right? They're just sitting in that texture, guiding us. It almost gives me the same feeling that the drums in the Phil Collins song that I reacted to. Not the same degree because Phil Collins, that drum section came in way after, but similar setup here where we've had a beautiful gradual increase in musical layers, lovely tension building, and then some interesting things happening on our kit in our percussion section that are leading us and dropping us into our next section. So I'm very musically satisfied right now. So I gotta hear the rest of it. And right now it feels like Geoff is just chilling. Vocally, it doesn't sound like he's doing anything that is challenging for him whatsoever, especially not compared to some of the high notes I heard him hit in Take Hold of the Flame. So let's just keep going.
I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity.
words to describe what I was feeling in that section except build, build, build. What are all these other interfering sounds that are coming through? I'm surrounded, completely surrounded by these different influences. The production effects they put on each of those sounds and the panning. Oh, I'm absolutely surrounded by what was going on there. And I kind of felt like I was building up to something. So now, if it doesn't build again, I'm going to feel a little unsatisfied because it didn't wind up going where I thought it was going to go, but they've still got me. I'm still ready for whatever's going to happen. And the guitar, the arpeggio that was being played on my guitar, the little ostinato thing that was, I guess it's more of a plucking pattern, really. I'm just going to call it the ostinato. And what's happening in the guitar with that repetitive pattern that we heard in the beginning, it sat really differently within that texture there and really felt more uplifting almost, as opposed to just serene with how it was sitting and how it supported the guitar solo. Super dreamy. I feel kind of almost spaced out listening to this, but I'm ready for where it's going to go. Oh my God, I'm only 3 minutes and 47 seconds in. We've got to get to the end, so let's keep going.
If you open your mind for me, you won't rely on open eyes to see. The walls you built within come tumbling down and a new world will begin.
Vocally, Geoff's still not belting. He's up in this like a higher part of his range. Where were we there? Where were we there? Let's just say da da. So around that G, I think it was. Da 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 da. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, you know, I just said upper part of his range. I was wrong. Because it was so bright and pingy, I thought it was higher than it was. Well, it's still high. It's a G4, but we know full well that Geoff can go up to the 5th octave if he so chooses and stay there for however long he damn well pleases. It's still amazing how much range he's exercising so far, and he's starting to put a little bit more oomph into different parts of his range. Again, the musicality that he displays with his dynamics and the subtle changes in texture that he introduces into his sound, I just absolutely adore this. Let's keep going. Total contrast in what he was doing there, the bang, where it's a little bit more whining coming forward, and now he opened into that vowel at the end there on, I don't know what the word was, but I'll play it for you so you can hear it. That's slide. It's like he's got a mixture of twang and sob in his vocal quality there. And that descent into fly at the bottom there, nowhere near the same setup. I mean, different parts of his range as well. So that helps. But I'm sure he could have kept that twangy sound down there if he really wanted to, and he didn't. And it's just amazing.
Soul set free to fly. Round trip journey in your head, master of illusion. Can you realize your dreams alive? You can be the guide, but with you watching over you, I'm gonna help you see it
I love it. It was amazing. I mean, they didn't really give me everything that I thought was going to happen. And I'm happy, I'm satisfied with that because what they gave me was something different to what I expected. And it was still a very satisfying ending. All right. I think I'm in love with how they progressed it from a composition perspective because vocally, I feel like Geoff could just chill in this song. I mean, there's great range being demonstrated. There's one little moment where I just want to point out his vocal approach, where he's kind of almost catching in his phrasing.
The walls you built within come tumbling down and a new one will begin. Living twice at once you learn. You're safe from pain and the dream remain. Your soul set free to fly. A round trip journey in your head. Master of illusion, can you realize your dreams alive? You can be the guide, but
Yeah, okay, so it was this section just here. You can hear him catching in places, and we have that twangy slide that he's doing as well in there. But I wouldn't necessarily say that he's bouncing at all in this moment. It's like, delusion girl. We have like a little bit of I guess you could say, little explosion of air, really, that's coming through on there. Yeah.
journey in your head. Master of illusion, can you realize your dreams alive? You can be the guide, but
Yeah, he's really working with like different levels of subglottic pressure through here. At first I thought it was a complete stop on that can, but he's actually sliding through there pretty smoothly. I mean, we still got to build up a pressure. You still have to have enough pressure to have some semblance of that k sound, the can, which is it's known as a velar stop or a velar plosive. It's where the back of the tongue and the soft palate come together enough to build up air so you can get that k sound. But I thought it was a harsher k the first time I heard it, and I was like, oh, it's like he's stopping the airflow at different positions. So you've got the vocal fold, so you can stop the air underneath it and you get like an explosion of air that can be taken from there. You can get your plosive at your back of your tongue and your soft palate, which stops the air there for it to come forward, which gives us that k sound. And then, of course, you have your lips as well, which give you that p, where the lips are closed and you've built up air pressure, and it gives you that p or a b. Or you have t, which is where the tip of the tongue stops. And basically, I thought he was doing even more pressure building, but he's actually staying just as connected. It's basically a different stylistic outcome from ensuring that his breath flow is still as consistent as it was in the previous phrases. I mean, this guy's technique is amazing. I was blown away last time, and I'm blown away this time. Let's listen to this section again. You can hear how he's using a buildup of pressure, but then the same momentum of like the legato phrases he had before, that connectivity, so that he's continuing on through the phrase.
master of illusion, can you realize your dreams alive? You can be the guide, but
And again, guide, but so he's got these glides happening through there that are amazing. It's so expressive. Oh wow, this was gorgeous. I do think I would have to listen to it more than just this time, though, for me to be able to pick out exactly which elements are affecting me in what way and why. So that's just some of them. I mean, this was an incredible kind of listening experience for me. I thoroughly enjoyed this, how it was able to build without necessarily taking you to a belt or sounds that are particularly intense, like timbre-wise. Timbre-wise, we had lots of beautiful, like, I almost want to use the word mellow because of the depth and the width of some of the timbres of what was in this composition. I mean, I'm calling it a composition just because of the layers and how they function together. Like, this is peak songwriting to me, where everything just works. And sometimes the things that would ordinarily make other songs really boring, like there are some repetitive moments in here, but instead of it disconnecting you, you just want to listen to more, and then you are rewarded with the next stage in the songwriting, which is so satisfying musically that it's like, of course we were going here. I was right to trust you. This was serene and beautiful and wants to like lull me to sleep, but also has that like, ooh, the like danger. Am I in danger? Am I not? Are we going into a nightmare? Are we dreaming? Are we safe? Like having all of these feelings just listening to a song, that's an amazing experience. Anyways, I'm going to leave that one there today. I mean, if you want more of a breakdown of Geoff's vocal technique, I think my other reaction, Take Hold of the Flame, dives on into his vocal approach with a lot more detail. In this one, he wasn't necessarily repetitive, but I think that I would be repeating myself to bring them out again when you could probably just go watch the other one and that would bring those details in. But yeah, this was thoroughly enjoyable. I am going to leave that one there today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, click the subscribe button and the bell notification beside it for more just like this one. As usual, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you are staying healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye. Headphones. This does not sound anything like surrounded.